Hey, Wes here. Welcome to Market Monday content schedule release, and it's a little bit more juicy than I truly expected it to be because of the golden tickets. Golden ticket deadline for the people that pull golden tickets is Wednesday. So the fact that we're getting golden tickets release 1 before Infinite Flux, which is, Thursdays, and Ultimate Legends is Saturday, so release 2 you'd think would be Friday. So is Golden Tickets release 1 Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or is it Thursday, Saturday? We'll find out, right? Because it's also really short turnaround for their art department, right? Like the only people that seems to be doing anything at MUT these days, at least innovative, different, and nice, right? With the animations, although animations are done like even prior to the season, so I don't know. We joke around. So we have like May 9th, Good Morning Madden, which is, today is Monday, LOL, which is Thursday. So I feel like golden tickets would be Thursday then if their only GMM is Thursday. You guys can let me know what you think in the comments, but it feels right that they both be Thursday then. If only GMM Thursday, because I usually like to preview that stuff. But of course, they've previewed stuff on Twitter and stuff, or X, if you want to call it nowadays, prior to the release. So currently, those questions, right? The daily when they're coming out, I'm sure we'll have more information as the coming days. But it doesn't really change a lot as far as market and the stuff we're going to talk about how to make coins here in a moment. I also want to talk about confirmed golden tickets that I've seen. Now, I'm not sure any of these confirmed golden tickets will happen with the first release. These might just be like dev golden tickets, because the form went out like a few days ago. Okay, the form went out a few days ago. You guys saw the video and stuff, and right now we're going back to Primetime Mikey, right? Like my favorite source on Twitter as far as MUT info, since he does a good job collecting it. So these are confirmed, right? And changes can be thought. Like the SS Julius Peppers, I think is from what I talked about on my video yesterday. And that's something that he hasn't turned that in yet, right? So we're going to talk about that today on stream with the creator about Julius Peppers and the abilities and the buckets and everything and attributes. And we'll kind of try and lock that in since the deadline is Wednesday. So we'll have before he turns it in. So anyways, fullback Mike Alstott, really depends on what you can have on him and what the confirmed golden ticket X factor is. Obviously, most people will probably just put him at running back since, Mike Alstott essentially was an insanely good running back truck beast back in the day. We got Megatron, Moss, and Gronkowski. So looking at the other confirmed golden tickets all being linebackers, I almost want to make strong safety Julius Peppers have deep zone knockout and mid zone knockout to be more of a coverage guy, since there's already so many users out there at linebacker. We could talk about that, but having Peppers be a user along with those other guys might be a little too crowded in the golden ticket sphere. So maybe we'll try and adapt, and we'll talk about that again, like I said, on Twitch today. Here in I should be live probably when this video goes live. So with that said, back to the content schedule. Infinite Flux Release 2. How are we making coins off that? Market Monday, Ultimate Legends. We talked a little about Ultimate Legends yesterday as far as making coins on building those things because they're so powerful. So if we take a look at Ultimate Flux cards, and this has kind of been pretty similar to most promos this year. Obviously, did I say Ultimate or Infinite? I don't remember. Infinite, Jest, Ultimate, Flux, friggin' We Don't Need Roads Where We're Going back in time. 96 to 97s, 97 Infinite Flux. So, the Infinite Flux 99 overall set cards, if we give it a generic thought on them, they were all decent, right? I don't think any one of these pushed the meta forward. Quentin Nelson was probably the most meta with 0 AP Secure Protector, 1 AP Identifier if you want to run it. But overall, these cards were solid. So we don't expect a huge market raise because EA would have to give out crazy good cards, no built-in abilities out of them. So I don't necessarily think it's an insanely great idea to pre-build these cards. But if you can find yourself a cheap 97 during the week, one of these cards, so pre-building them, if you can find them, I don't know, under 190, 180, 170, whatever you're kind of trying to look for on these 97s to try to pre-build these cards. 200k, so they're kind of expensive, or you can do the set for 97s yourself. But as of current prices, right, so 97s or, you know, if you can buy those for like 180, so that's 360 for those two. 96s you can try and find around 100 to 120ish, say the low end of that. So you can kind of try and pre-build these things for 560K. The issue is these Infinite Flux 99s at current market value. Let's go ahead and just take a look at them. As the auction house takes like an hour and a half to load up because they want to nerf us. Do you guys know like some of the loading in the auction house is intentional delay? Like if you filter too quick, they'll add a 5 seconds delay on that. That's something Mutt Leaks released. Actually, you know what? 620. I thought these things would be a little bit lower priced, but there's not that many of them. So other than Alukin, Patterson's kind of high. So I actually don't mind if you can pre-build, you can send those 95, 97s cheap, because there might be one on release that goes a decent clip higher than the rest of them. So you can go ahead and grab the materials to pre-build, hold it, and then like sell it on the morning of and potentially profit that way if one card is better than the others. But we don't really see a whole lot of powerful cards. They've kind of like flipped it on its head from where it used to be, where the Ultimate Legends were mid and the promo cards were crazy. Now the promo cards are kind of mid and the Ultimate Legends are crazy. So it's just the pre-built-in abilities that have switched it, right? Adrian Peterson, crazy lurk artist, like that first one free, should be better than it is, but it's not. So the better move, and like we talked about yesterday, is try to pre-build these 99s, and how you do that is obviously looking through the sets. And even building the 99s has been profitable through the whole weekend too, especially Saturday mornings. So you obviously can't pre-buy the 96s, so you got to pre-build them, right? Pre-build them with 93s. Something we've been talking about for years is pre-building cards. We'll just go through it again. So pre-build these pre-build these 96s by buying 93s. The problem is there's not a huge supply. So take a look during like packs. Maybe people will pull like mystery packs, pull Ultimate Legends, even though they're really rare out of those things. Try and buy these 93. If you can buy 93s at 20K, that is not a bad price at all. I'm guessing this is gonna be actually 30K. 63K. Why is it listed at 21? The catalog is so useless, dude. I don't know why they do this. Anyways, so if you can buy 93s, 20 to 30K, that's an absolute snatch, and then list them up or make the card on Saturday for creating the 96 for the new card. So that's another way of potentially investing in the market. Obviously, just buying cards and flipping them. There are other sets in this game that are profitable. Definitely go ahead, go through, do your math. The important things about sets that a lot of people don't know, and I'll just reiterate it as we've said it many times, is the overpricing of cards, right? Say you're creating some of these 92, 93s in sets. You don't want to list at the cheapest price. You want to list at like the unfiltered price, right? So if you like drill down further on right ends, like you see there, 15K, it's actually 13K. Right, so you want to list at the unfiltered price, which is almost always higher than the filtered down price. And you can tell it's unfiltered by just not only filtering like one thing. Right, so 15K listed, instead of listing it for what you're going to look for when it's drilled down. That's a big thing, market, obviously. Take a look at that. Got a lot of questions like with golden tickets. Will there be a market crash with golden tickets? Potentially on high-end cards. The issue is, I don't think the golden tickets are going to be super powerful unless the golden ticket X factor is crazy, right? There's like a mysterious golden ticket X factor, which is the X factor in this whole thing. If the golden ticket X factor is really good, the cards could be expensive and very powerful. If it's not, they're just going to be tall versions of like Infinite Flux cards, because there's no pre-built-in abilities available. Now, it also depends if they allow stuff like Avalanche on them, if they allow those X factors to get built in that they've had to other cards. Otherwise, Ultimate Legends will clear golden tickets as far as abilities, and this is an ability-based year. It's also a height-based year, so there's a lot of these cards are going to be tall, right? Like, all these cards, 6'7", 6'5", 6'4", 6'6", on Gronk, from Peppers down to Gronk. So they'll be tall, which is important on defense, but the abilities are probably more important. Even height's pretty nice for under zones. So anyways, that's kind of it. Like, I don't know what the rarity is going to be. Hopefully not that rare, because 5 million coins, which is like what Cam Chancellor came out as, it's just not going to be very fun. It's something we complain about all year, and something they're clearly not listening to us on, which is just frustrating. So hopefully they give us pack odds or some sort of pack to get like a 50-50 for a golden ticket. I mean, even if, they'll still be that expensive because of, you know, how the prestige of golden tickets and the lack of the ability of other packs to spit them out, and 99s in general. So obviously a lot of info up in the air. If there is some crazy good packs, you know, market could go wild. But like I said, with everything price locked at 0.5 per, you don't see a lot of downward momentum possible in the market, especially the high end stuff. But if you got 3 million coin cards, there is definitely downward momentum potentially right there. Cam Chancellor is going to have a lot of competition here coming up as far as users and safeties and stuff. But as far as your base cards, I would go ahead and sell. Like, if you have cards like at Training Lock, you definitely want to take your coins. Okay? Supply and demand. So obviously 97s, these don't have the Training Lock. And what are these things going for? Draft Night cards are not Training Locked. 180 for a 97. So that's actually above training value now because it's so rare. But what I'm trying to say is a lot of the non-rare cards that are Training Locked, when the locks go away, then the floor goes away, right? It's just like that party me and you went to where we were cutting a rug, we were burning up the dance floor, and all of a sudden the whole thing collapsed. We all fell down with it. Okay. But what was awesome was, like, I had a double jump available to me, so I didn't have any problem with it. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, if there's a floor, you definitely don't want it to go away if you want to maintain your value. What a dumb thing. All right, that's it for the Market Monday. I feel like I missed something. Market crash, making coins, golden tickets, and that's it. All right, I'll see you guys on stream shortly.